you ready for some football? It's the Tigers and the reigning Super Bowl champs. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Tigers of Memphis taking on the Dragons of Houston. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
And we are underway from Houston. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Long. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, it's Long, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Second and 2. This one is caught. It's Patton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Tigers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, fingers crossed here, first quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They run the counter. It's long. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On play action, Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd down, Curry. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. That's taken it around the 40. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's long, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Long. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a throw right sideline is complete.
Look at the big fella go.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's long. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Lawrence will throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out of the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. And we know that they do things big here in Texas. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2nd and 5. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 3rd and 14.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll take a shot here for Patton. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. How about this?
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the 2nd quarter. Memphis in possession of the football.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Back to throw here.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Nash. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. Now Lawrence on first down.
Touchdown! From 10 yards out.
And the Dragons are able to move back in front.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to said,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patton. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Curry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Up the middle they go. Long. And he'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's long. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Long. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Dragons are able to stretch out their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. It's Curry, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Franklin. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's taken to the 26. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On second down now. It's long. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. On third down. It's long. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time, because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
One more go for this offense in the first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. The Jaguars looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. The Cowboys looking for the win on the road in Week 1. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Condors trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Third and 2, now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll run on first down. Curry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Now back to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
ETN bringing in another one.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Back to throw again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Dragons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Curry, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Curry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And on now is the punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, long.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
As we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Again, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On play action, Lawrence. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 21 yards away. And the Dragons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up a throw. This one complete to Patton. And this offense on third down today, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
He finds his man complete. That's Curry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. They'll run on first down. It's Curry, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Memphis.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Curry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick. And the ball is knocked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. There he goes left side. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
On first down, Long.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Long. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nash. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
He's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Down inside the 10.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one is caught. It's Patton. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw again.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
First down, Memphis.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 11-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Curry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league like.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet.
How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Tigers 17.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Houston, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans.